Mrs. Amuda, we are live. Over to you.
A very happy morning to all. Welcome to Sri Venkateswara Group. Welcome to Sri Venkateswara Group of Schools, the Innovation Hub in West Chennai, where happy learning is the mantra every day for every one of us. Today, I would say it's a special bonanza for us, a special day for teachers, our new avatars as facilitators and educators, but still we are rooted to the customary nomenclature of a teacher. Nothing can replace this special gift to us than the delight of watching our children becoming leaders. Today is such a day. Though we are all apart, we come together today with the Venkateswaran spirit binding us virtually for this virtual Investiture ceremony 2020 of Sri Venkateswara Matriculation Higher Secondary School and Sri Venkateswara Nursery and Primary School. It is indeed a celebration. We are all waiting eagerly for the Student Senate of Sri Venkateswara Matriculation and Sri Venkateswara Nursery and Primary to be sworn in a grand but a secluded ceremony. We definitely missed the audience physically, but we are happy that more than around 500 of us are lively watching this, and this is a live streaming, the first in the history of Sri Venkateswara Matriculation, an investiture ceremony that is being streamed live on YouTube. Welcome to all the students and parents, especially my sincere thanks to the students, because even though you were not able to physically, as we do every year, you were not able to physically select your teachers. Thank you for your enthusiastic online voting. You selected your leaders and you are here to watch them being sworn in this investiture ceremony 2020. A warm welcome to all. I would also like to welcome our chief guest for the day, Avinash, Pratima.
It's the protocol of Sri Venkateswara Group of Schools to welcome the chief guest with traditional VIP call and God of Honor. Here we have the virtual God of Honor given to our presiding guest for the day, Mr. Avinash, Mrs. Pratima, the founders of Fitb.ee.
When we pray, God listens. When you listen, God speaks. When you believe, God works. He is the divine existence and key to every soul. Let's have a soulful prayer song.
கருவாக்கி உருவாக்கி என்னையாண்டு காத்தருளும் நிறைவா நன்றி. கருவாக்கி உருவாக்கி என்னையாண்டு காத்தருளும் நிறைவா நன்றி. எங்கும் நிறைந்தோனே எல்லையில்லாதானே, எங்கும் நிறைந்தோனே எல்லையில்லாதானே, எங்கேயும் எப்போதும் என் குலம் காப்பவனே. நெஞ்சம் துணிய துணையாய் வருவாய், செய்வாய் உடலில் உறுதியை பெரிதாய் தருவாய் உன்னை உணரும் அறிவை என்னுள் அருள்வாய் சுற்றம் அனைத்தும் காப்பவனே செய் தொழிலில் ஏற்றம் தருபவனே எடுத்த செயலில் வெற்றி கொடு என் ஆற்றல் பெருகிட அருளை கொடு சுற்றம் அனைத்தும் காப்பவனே செய் தொழிலில் ஏற்றம் தருபவனே எடுத்த செயலில் வெற்றி கொடு என் ஆற்றல் பெருகிட அருளை கொடு கருவாக்கி உருவாக்கி என்னை ஆண்டு காத்தருளும் இறைவா நன்றி கருவாக்கி உருவாக்கி என்னை ஆண்டு காத்தருளும் இறைவா நன்றி.
With that blessing of the Almighty, we move on. He is a true educationist, mastering a wide spectrum of subjects. He is a man of vision in the field of education for a monumental period of 35 years. He is the recipient of various accolades like Subject Achiever Certificate in Mathematics in Nagaland, Meritorious Service awarded by the Chennai Traffic Police towards RSP, Teaching Excellence Award by Rotary Club of Madras, Mylapore. Yes, let me welcome our principal, Mr. Venkateswara Matriculation, to present his welcome note.
Happy morning everyone. Investiture ceremony is one of the memorable events of every new academic year. This makes every student to discover the leadership in him or her. This event is considered to be an event of joy that radiates happiness to all around. Great things are achieved through great leadership, and greater leaders are created in the four walls of a classroom. Respected Sri Avinash Sir, Chief Guest of this ceremony, Srimati Pratima, Guest of Honor, Sri Alagar Swami Kannan, Correspondent, Srimati Uma Kannan, Founder Principal, Srimati Danya Bharati, CEO, Sri Trikant Salasani, Trust Member, Teaching Fraternity, Staff, Students, Parents. On behalf of Sri Venkateswara Group of Schools, it is our proud privilege to extend a hearty welcome to you all to this very momentous occasion of investiture ceremony of Sri Venkateswara Matriculation Higher Secondary School and Sri Venkateswara Nursery and Primary School, Ambattur, Chennai. Dear Mr. Avinash Sir and Mrs. Pratima Madam, we are thankful to both of you for having spared your valuable time to grace us with your august presence here this morning to this investiture ceremony. Your availability to our program is an encouragement. We are indeed glad you have made our day a memorable one to each of us gathered here. We take this opportunity to welcome you to our school. It is a glad welcome we bring to you this morning, filled with desires, hopes and dreams we all share. We feel proud to welcome Sri Alagar Swami Kannan, the correspondent, and Srimati Uma Kannan, the founder principal of Sri Venkateswara Group of Schools, who have been a strong pillar of support for us. Thank you, sir and madam, for your presence here this morning. Hearty welcome, sir and madam. We extend our hearty welcome to our young and creative CEO, Mrs. Danya Bharati, and our dynamic trustee, Mr. Trikant Salasani. Hearty welcome, CEO ma'am and trustee sir. Now, we take pride in welcoming Mrs. Ayalin, principal of Sri Venkateswara Vidyalaya, Ambattur, and Mrs. Renuga ma'am, principal of Sri Venkateswara Public School, Puyal. Hearty welcome, principals. We delighted to welcome all our parents, beloved students, and the newly elected student leaders in a special way for this wonderful ceremony. Also, we extend our warm welcome to all the vice principals, academic coordinators, teachers, office staff, non-teaching staff, and housemaidens of Sri Venkateswara Group of Schools Finally, we extend our gracious welcome to all the AK construction staff and all our transport staff. Once again, we extend a note of welcome to each and everyone gathered here in this virtual investiture ceremony. Thank you.
As we all know, dance has no barriers, that everyone can feel, understand and definitely enjoy it. Dance is the physical expression of mythical stories and is accompanied by classical music. Let's all view the classical dance of Tamil Nadu, Bharatanatyam.
Janana janana tanana tanana tum, janana janana tanana tanana tum, janana janana tanana tanana janana janana tanana tanana tum tum, janana janana tanana tanana tum tum, janana janana tanana tanana geeta dhuni ko takadhim nadra keta tum naach rahe gori taali dai dai tum pira tum geeta dhuni ko takadhim nadra keta tum naach rahe gori taali dai dai tum pira tum geeta dhuni ko तान गावे तक तल तै तै तान गावे तक तल तै 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 तक तना धीम तकिड तक धीम धीम तकिड तक धीम धीम तकिड तक धीम हद तो हद गीत धुनी को तक पदुमनाभ तुम्हारी लीला क्या कहूँ मैं सावरो ताप संकट शरणायो सो हमारो तुम हरो ताप संकट शरणायो सो हमारो तुम हरो तदीम तदीम तिरना उदनित तानि तानि तदीम तदीम तिरना तदीम तदीम तिरना उदनित तानि तानि तदीम तदीम तिरना तानि तोम तद गद नरि तान गर तान धीम अलरि गलरि तद गदा तार तद गमाम तानि तद गदाम तार दीम 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 तकतन अलरि तोम 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 तकतन तनि अलरि गीत धुनी को तक धीम नाद्र केट तोम नाच रहे गोरी ताति दै तै तुम फिर तुम गीत धुनी को तक धीम नाद्र केट तोम नाच रहे गोरी ताति दै तै तुम फिर तुम ताति दै तै तुम फिर तुम ताति दै तै तुम फिर तुम गीत धुनी को तक धीम निको तक धीम निको तक धीम.
That was a spectacular performance. Thank you, dance users, for dazzling the dice. A very keen observer, analytical and strong professional ethos, mission with a diverse and innovative approach, rich exposure to the industry, combined with the superpower of a problem shooter, an enterprising entrepreneur, and a charming leader. Here is the didactic duo of Sri Venkateswara Group of Schools, our correspondent Sir Shri Alagasamy Kannan and our founder principal Ma'am Srimati Uma Kannan with the founders forward.
Happy morning to all. I am really proud to see the young leaders of this Venkateswara Nursery and Primary and Sri Venkateswara Matriculation Higher Secondary School today to occupy their offices. During that tough time, leaders are essential to lead a disciplined ordinariness in that all we do.
Yes, leaders simply do not lead, they adapt and teach us to adapt. In spite of this lockdown, you leaders have been democratically elected by your student mates. I believe that you shall serve to their expectations and lead them in a disciplined and integrated manner.
Yes, ma'am, this is true. Our young minds have all learned to adapt. They instantly entered e-learning and now they have become pioneers in virtual skill building. The survival of the fittest is what prevails now and the Venkateswaran are fit to lead.
Yes, on behalf of the management, I welcome and give my sincere gratitude to the guests and the guest of honor, Mr. Avinash and Pratima. thank you. I grab this moment to congratulate the heads of schools for putting their heart and soul to make this event successful. I also congratulate all the academic coordinators retitled as successful team leaders and all my erudite teachers renamed as thought leaders for constructively and effectively steering our young leaders in their right course.
I entrust my sincere hopes on the elected young leaders to take forward our vision of exploring excellence in all the endeavors. Nurture your desires and shapes your skills, for you are well aware that knowledge is power.
Yes, as founders, we bestow our blessings on the newly elected student council to discharge their duties on fair and just grounds, upholding the integrity of our institution, wishing the young minds the very best in all their deeds.
Arise and stay united with the Venkateswaran spirit.
Yes, dear parents, this is for your child's future. Do you want to develop leadership skills? Do you want to become confident and successful? Do you want to see their goals? Do you want to develop emotional intelligence? Then you are in the right place. Get, set, go. We give place for child's growth. Please participate and grab the opportunity. Now the platform is yours.
Happy Teachers Day. Jai Hind.
Mortal, but leaders are immortal. Past, present, or future leaders are everywhere, every time. Our great motherland has seen numerous leaders who have fought for freedom, for ideologies and philosophies and for social issues. Though these leaders have gone, their ideologies prevail. What really makes them leaders? What qualities do leaders have that make them lead? Can leaders with these traits be made again? Are these qualities adaptable in the present and the future? Here are few leaders who tell us what their fitness is. Let's watch and understand how fit our today's leaders are.
An aerospace scientist and a politician, and who was the 11th president of our country. Now, I hereby welcome APJ Abdul Kalam.
Our former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the missile man of India, is the embodiment of a fit soul. His humility and simplicity, imbibed with human values, are the qualities that everyone should take up in life. His regime is full of positive attitude on the treadmill of challenges that made him a successful individual that all of us aspire to be. He was an Indian philosopher. We celebrate Teachers' Day in his remembrance. He was also a Bharat Ratna awardee. Let me invite Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan on the stage. Dr. Radhakrishnan is my inspiration, an enterprising and ambitious personality with an unyielding dedication of planning that bestowed him the esteem of celebrating his birthday as Teachers' Day on 5th September. His fitness of the mind to persevere and reach the altitude is that inspires me a lot. She is popularly known as the human computer. She is a great Indian author and an astrologer. May I welcome the human computer, Shagundala Devi.
Dr. Shakuntala Devi was a well-known mathematician vowed with incomparable potential of mathematical ability. I am motivated by her determination, firmness and boldness as genius in the field of mathematics. Her ability to discover the inner self by unveiling the human potential was that we want to follow.
He is the chief advisor to Chandragupta Maurya and Bindusara. He wrote Arthashastra and taught military strategy, economic policy and statecraft. Here comes Chanakya.
Prompt in mind and efficient in action, being vigilant and sharp and a concrete plan for effective execution result in a successful outcome. Be fit to match a great decision-making ability with your cleverness and smart actions.
A man is excelled in studying medicine, floriculture, archery, and the knowledge of precious stones. After winning the kingdoms of all divisions of the world, he became a monk following Jainism. Here comes the great king, Bahubali.
Overcoming human passion is not child's play. Realizing the transience of temporal affairs must instill self-restraint and complete dominance over our ego. The traits needed for one's ascent towards divinity, irrespective of religion or creed. Be spiritually fit to oneself.
The only player in the history of cricket who has taken more than 400 wickets, a Padma Shri awardee, Padma Bhushan, this is an Indian cricketer of the century and ICC Hall of Fame. Yes, here comes Kapil Dev.
Being agile on the field with strong basics had made me fit in perception. I dared to vary, insisting on the strength to acknowledge weakness, to learn and improve. Quite aggressive on and off the ground, my ability to be tranquil under pressure, great man management skills and my fitness earned me the supremacy.
An Indian classical dancer, teacher, musician, choreographer, Indologist, and an author. She is well known as the founder and the developer of the dance form Bharatanatyam. Here I welcome the Indian classical dancer Dr. Padma Subramaniam.
Namaste. The culture of any country is gauged by its progress in art. I dare to defy the dance glamour, but within the confines of the rich culture that we portray, creatively reviving and realigning accepted norms to expand the artistic techniques elevates the cultural flavor. Be smart fit to innovate, inspire, and invade inside you.
So friends, that reveals the secret that leaders are not born, they are made, present or future. The fitness that makes leaders can be inculcated in every one of us. If not today, wait for your day, but work to make it your day. Wishes to our newly elected student council to be fit, futuristic leaders with etched qualities. What exactly is the Venkateswara spirit? Who are Venkateswarans? What is their mettle? Want to see our happy learning days? Here is a provoking rendition, Divine Venkateswarans.
తేనెల తేటల మాటలతో మన దేశ మాతనే కొలుచుదమా పావం భాగ్యం కోర్చుకుని ఇక జీవనయానం సేయుదమా తేనెల తేటల మాటలతో మన దేశ మాతనే కొలుచుదమా భావం భాగ్యం కోర్చుకుని ఇక జీవనయానం సేయుదమా తేనెల తేటల మాటలతో మన దేశ మాతనే కొలుచుదమా, మన దేశ మాతనే కొలుచుదమా. లలలలలలా లలలలలలా लाला कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा, हे जिंदगी के काम पे तू काम पे लुटाए जा. कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा, हे जिंदगी के काम पे तू काम पे लुटाए जा. कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा. ला 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 ला. ദേശഭക്ത വീരനെ അണിതിരണ്ടിട്, മുന്നേറിട് മുന്നേറിട് മുന്നണിയിൽ മുന്തിട്, വീരനേ വീരനേ.
A transformational orator spearheading the necessary changes in the educational sector. She is on a mission to make learning inclusive by creating future-ready children anchored the past values with ability to collaborate with the present. Let me invite our school CEO, ma'am, Mrs. Danya Bharati.
Happy morning to everybody. Teachers who love teaching teach children to learn and love learning. A very happy Teachers' Day to all teachers who are learners for life. We become successful when we see our children successful. Define success, individual and spiritual happiness. I commend the efforts put forth by the entire SVNP and SVM team who have carved this virtual event with utter diligence and sheer perfection. Well, today is a day of leadership and fitness of the mind, body, thought, action, collaboration, and kindness. We have a couple with us here who have chosen a path of fearlessness and passion. Never once have they questioned about uncertain odds, the unconventional way they have chosen to travel, but went ahead and conquered it all. At this day and age, when most parents are still succumbing to the myth of the perfect scores, they have proved themselves to be the positive disruption of learning and of life. Thank you for uniting with us for this exclusive event, Mr. Avinash and Mrs. Pratima. They are a living example that you do not have to be an engineer or a doctor in order to be successful. We at SVGS firmly believe that we need to provide a space for our kids to hone future skills. If COVID has done anything positive or good, it is to fast pedal the learning through technology and acquiring the 21st century skills driven by compassion, obviously. I request Srikant, our trustee, a man of real steel and exceptional positivity, to release our special edition Share, Love and Learn video. In the presence of our beloved luminaries, team leaders, thought leaders, parent partners, and my sweetheart children. Over to you, Mr. Srikant. Srikant, would you please unmute yourself and speak, please?
It's already unmuted.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, special welcome to Pratima and Avinash once again. You're doing a great job. You're taking fitness to another level. The concept of inculcating fitness in kids right from the start and making it a habit for all the children for a lifelong regime. It's a wonderful concept. And I wish you all the very best to take Fitb.ee to another level, to international standards. And looking forward for your special speech for the students and SVGS family. And as it's today Teachers' Day, I express my gratitude to all the teachers. Thank you all for your hard work and your dedication to the institution, and also the best wishes to all the teachers around the world. And moreover, the leaders, hearty congratulations once again. With more power comes more responsibilities. So I wish you good luck for this academic year. And now I take this opportunity to release the special edition video of Share, Learn and Love, which is a celebration of
the COVID-19 pandemic has caused the largest disruption of education in history, having already had a near universal impact on learners and teachers around the world. By mid-April 2020, 94% of learners worldwide were affected by the pandemic.
When we are working from home, managing the chore and the con call, our kids have been left at the mercy of gadgets too. My kids' school, SVGS, has come into the rescue.
SVGS understood the idea of making it a shared world. Responsibilities shared, e-learning was made organic right from March.
The rapid growth of techno use put us on overdrive. But yet, we found a way. Little and big thinkers became learners together.
This shared techno-learning expanded to the usage of many visual tools that would increase student engagement, participation and co-working models of neo-significance.
The bridge between adult minds and young minds is stronger now with compassion as the foundation.
Compassionate shared e-learning extended to core, co-scholastics like music, creative movement, at-home fitness, chess on screen, art, home gardening, English enhancement, storytelling, expert webinars and much more.
Learning is not attained by chance, it must be sought for with ardor and attended to with diligence.
We at SVGS treat learning with care. Thank you all.
I now request Mr. Avinash, co-founder and program director at Fitb.ee, an app that endeavors to instill early fitness, nutrition, and hygiene in young children, to give his peace of mind on thoughtful leadership and on the role of elders in making fitness a habit and starting early. Over to you, Mr. Avinash.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Danya, for inviting us to your investiture ceremony. To the founders and to the correspondents, sir. You guys are a great inspiration to us, and we've known you for some time now, and we're still amazed at so much the positivity that you exude each time you meet us. To Mr. Trikant, again, I've known you for many, many years. You're doing a great job, and both of you, the power couple, are going to take the school to greater heights. So firstly, I would like to start you by again thanking by inviting us to this ceremony, and I'm humbled and privileged to be speaking here in front of you. Firstly, let me congratulate the outgoing student leaders. I'm sorry I couldn't meet you guys in person, but I'm sure that all of you have done a great job and you've served your school to the best of your abilities. And the leadership experience that you've gained the past year will put you in good stead for the years ahead, not just in your personal development, but also in the development towards your community, towards your state, and towards your country and the world as well. The pandemic has sort of made the world digital and brought us closer. I know that, again, we can't be there in person, but it has brought broken boundaries and barriers and brought us closer. So you have like a larger goal of bringing the world, making the world a better place. All right, so now coming to the present leaders, the ones that you've been nominated by your school. So your investiture marks a major milestone again in your personal development, and you have a role in making your school a better place and your locality a better place as well. The school sees a great potential in you, and as a student leader, it is a testament of the confidence that the school has in you. So not just the student leaders, but all the students of the school and the parents and the teachers and all other members of the senior staff you should ensure that apart from academics, which will always remain at the forefront, you should bring out the overall development of your child, of which fitness is a very important part. If you asked any parent to choose between the health of a child versus the education of a child, I would say that 99% of the time people would choose the health of a child. But unfortunately, when it comes into practice, we see that a lot more effort and a lot more pressure goes onto a child towards the academics, which is not wrong to a large extent, because that's where you have your comfort of a job or your comfort of securing a lifestyle for your family. But at some point of time, that has to change, and equal weightage should be given to everything. And as Srikant has rightly spoken, from a young age, you should make it a habit, like similar to how you teach your children to brush their teeth, you should make fitness a part of their workout routine as well. And that's where we at Fitb make sure that kids from a young age take to fitness, and once they get fit, by the time they're 14 or 15, they'll carry that fitness for the rest of their lives. And to the student leaders, I'm going to give you a challenge for my closing remarks. So today, as of today, we're going to start a walkathon challenge on the Fitb app. So I'm going to get you and all your peers to download the Fitb app. And I want Sri Venkateswara School to come #1, right? So it's a 10-day challenge, and it's a very simple challenge. You just have to open the app and keep walking and walking and walking for as long as you can. And it's a tribute to your teachers. So the more you walk, the more distance you cover as a school, you'll be going up higher up the ladder. So student leaders, get all your class members, get everyone together and work as a group. And let's see SVS #1 on the 15th of September. All right. I'd like to conclude my speech by thanking you all for having me here. And to the teachers, I can't even imagine how difficult it must be for you to change your entire way of thinking, of teaching, but you have stepped up a lot, and I salute you for the effort and for the dedication that you're bringing in through these tough times, and wish you all a happy Teachers' Day. And without you all, we wouldn't have been here speaking with you. So thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mr. Avinash, for that beautiful, short, and enterprising speech that you gave us. Really, you said that, we would have, been difficult for us to adapt. No, it was actually a cakewalk, I would say. What with the leading leaders that we have here, our magnanimous management members who really made it very easy for us to transform. Because unless and until we evolve, our children wouldn't. That was the message that was nailed into us, and we were always, SVGS family is one thing that, as I said, is an innovation hub, always wanting to renovate and reinforce all our time-tested techniques. Thank you so much. And here to move on, she's a guest of honor for the day, and a multifaceted personality with expertise right from financial accounting to organization behavior to supply chain management, a diverse portfolio, and an added jewel to the crown, the Chief Executive Officer at Fitb, who has been the pillar of support for its working since its inception in 2017, providing a structured approach to children's fitness and well-being. She's not only building children's health in this particular region, but I think it's a nationwide spree that she is on, while juggling between motherhood and entrepreneurship, working with utmost perfection and positivity. She believes that a fit and together family is a happy family, like our SVGS family, and she vouches for the same in her fitness and nutrition brand, Fitb. So, though an Hyderabadi at heart, I think slowly she is becoming an Indianized icon. Right now, with her brand, we are happy to have her here with a special gift for all the educators here, a walkathon for Teachers' Day 2020. We teachers have gone extra miles beyond to make our children smile. But she is here on a mission to make them go miles for our smiles. Welcome, Mrs. Pratima, co-founder of Fitb.ee and a guest of honor for the day. We're all ears for you.
Before our Think Different mommy, Mrs. Pratima, graces us, I would like to play the know-hows of the walkathon so that all the kids can get up and start walking. The stage is yours, Mrs. Pratima.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for inviting me. I'm so happy that I'm here. It's been so long that I've seen teachers in schools and everybody and kids talking all the time. It was just amazing. Thank you, ma'am, for such a great introduction. I don't speak so highly of myself, but I was really happy to listen to that. I think Avinash has spoken a lot about our work and how he thinks, and I think the same way. But I'm going to talk a little bit on personal level. I've known Mr. Trikant, I think, all my life. He's the first one who bought me dumbbells. He's the one who introduced me to a certain level of fitness, and he's the reason I took to fitness also. And then happened to meet my husband, who also ended up, taking that interest to another level. But Trikant is the first one who bought me my first pair of dumbbells. Then he got another set of people, that is Dhanya and the Kannan family, into our house. And that just showed us that, okay, the energy they have and the dedication they have to build an institute. I know what it takes to, the stepping stones, and I'm sure Mrs. Kannan along the way when she set up the school has gone through all and maybe more in that generation. And the fact that she stepped up, made sure that 8,000 kids, or maybe every year, if you have 8,000, I don't know how many kids she dealt with in her entire life. And it's just amazing that she took this journey to another level. And the heiress of our family, Mrs. Dhanya, I call her the superwoman, and she definitely is. I think the way she works, I look up to her on every day. I think that, okay, what would Dhanya do? How quickly would she do this? And that's how I work. She puts, in fact, someone who can set that as an example shows that, just academics and all of this is one part of it. Fitness is one part of it. Juggling 10 different things and doing each and everything perfectly. That's just leadership that everybody needs. And I think kids out there who are, looking at her doing everything possible under the planet, learn that, it is how quickly she learns, how quickly she executes. Those are things that you need, no matter what profession you pick, even if you want to, start a small establishment, or you work in a big company like Accenture, or you work in a company which is 5 employees. All it takes is execution, and you set your own goals and you achieve them. Do not set the person, who sits next to you. That's not the goal you want. Make sure you write down your goals and make sure you achieve them. That sort of validation needs to come in all the kids nowadays. I don't think it is limited to, we can't imagine what their goals are, and let us teach them how to set goals and how to achieve them. And while you're doing that, it's important you take care of your health. And the easiest way to take care of your health is by making sure that you walk even 15 to 20 minutes a day. Or if you want to work out, experiment with a few push-ups. I was 20 when I did my first push-up. Maybe you guys can start when you're 4 years old. It's good for you. So, not everybody is going to have Trikants to buy dumbbells. So might as well, go out there and get your pair of dumbbells and make sure you start working. So that's important because it gives you a lot of energy. It gives your mind a fresh boost. So that also helps out a lot in being active and making sure you excel in whatever you choose. So this generation of all the 8,000 kids who are watching and the kids who went out of Sri Venkateswara, I'm sure you guys are still attached to the school and you're watching us. I think all of you make sure that you set your own goals and achieve them, like your CEO ma'am. And obviously she is trying to excel in ways that, I mean, outdo her mother. That is probably the competition, or what she is looking up to. So make sure that you guys make yourselves proud first, and then automatically your family is going to be proud. Thank you so much for inviting me. Happy Teachers Day, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am, for that brief note. As you said, probably you had Mr. Trikantal over Tamils, but you have handed over the baton of being, fit and start walking and start running to whatever goals that we are ready to achieve. Wonderful message to our children. We are really happy because, in fact, during the initial stages of pandemic, when the gloom set in on an indefinite outlook of what we are going to do, I think our kids came back to normalcy with fitness to the fore with Fitb.ee. I think that was one thing that gave them, okay, life is normal, so let's start moving ahead. So that is where they initially started moving to, because within the confines of the four walls of their rooms, I think that. I'm sorry. So as I said, it is not only kids, even we adults have started working with them, with Fitb.ee. Thank you so much for that. And the moment that we are all, eagerly waiting for, the occasion, the investiture ceremony of Sri Venkateswara Matriculation High Secondary School and Sri Venkateswara Nursery and Primary, the investiture ceremony 2020 is the real moment now.
I know that everybody anxiously waiting for this formal investor ceremony. I welcome our founder principal, Dr. Srimati Umakannan ma'am, with the elected SPL, Selvi Lakshita, to initiate the ceremony.
Do you pledge to be the bearers of our school's vision with unfaltering courage and wisdom?
I promise to preach, pledge and practice progressive learning and travel with knowledge as my power to instill positive change wherever I go.
By virtue of power vested in me as the founder principal of the school, I appoint you as the school prefect and the assistant school prefect of Sri Venkateswara Nursery and Primary School.
I cordially invite a correspondent sir to bestow the badge to Lakshita, the SPL, and followed by her oath.
I, Lakshita of 5A, thank you for electing me as the school prefect of Sri Venkateswara Nursery and Primary. I shall lead with deeds that empower thoughts and inspire you to identify your strengths. Together, we shall nurture our dreams and desire by constantly upskilling ourselves with a social outlook that would make lives better for us and for people around us.
I call upon Selvi Lakshita, the SPL, to pledge the Students' Council to office.
Do you vote to bear true allegiance to the school flag, motto and vision with complete integrity? We, the elder leaders of the student community, assembly, that the vision of the organization to execute the responsibilities in accordance with the specifications and statutes of the student community. We shall
I now appoint the Senate leaders as the office bearers of Sri Venkateswara Nursery and Primary School and urge them to discharge their duties to their fullest capacities.
Now I greet our founder principal ma'am to badge the ASPL, Master Manoj Kumar, come after by his oath.
Board of Standard 5A. Thank you for electing me as the Assistant School Prefect of Sri Venkateswara Nursery and Primary School. Let's believe in ourselves during these trying times. Let's understand that learning stops for nothing and continue to update and upgrade ourselves. Let's nourish our inner skills and scale it through our explorative senses and inquisitive minds. Let our dream take wings. Thank you.
Here comes Master Sasindran of Grade 5 from Sri Venkateswara Nursery and Primary will receive the badge from Headmistress Mrs. Kalpana and will pledge his oath at office.
As the elected sports head boy of Sri Venkateswara Nursery and Primary School, I, Sasidharan of 5th B, shall lead you to serve you. I shall be the leader who will listen to you, talk to you, strengthen you, and unlock your potential. Together, we shall strive to bring laurels to this institution that has vested its trust on us. Together, we will win.
It's time for Sashini of Grade 5 to receive her badge from the academic coordinator, Mrs. Sharon Robin, and pledge her oath at office.
Thank you for electing me as sports head girl of Sri Venkateswara Nursery and Primary. Every day is a chance to get better. We shall strive to make success out of every opportunity we come across through effective team building and cooperation. Let's constantly challenge ourselves and keep raising the bar for performance and excellence. Though apart, united we stand by our Venkateswaran spirit.
My pleasure calling Mrs. Jayanti, Academic Coordinator of Primary Wing, Sri Venkateswara Nursery and Primary School, to badge the cultural head boy, Master Homashankar, and for the oath.
As the elected cultural head boy of Sri Venkateswara Nursery and Primary, I, Oma Shankara of Grade 4D, shall lead you to explore beyond your capabilities, analyzing self and realizing individual potential, and a targeted holistic growth shall be our mantra. Artistic pursuit that brings our skills to the fore is our area of focus that will help us evolve into successful individuals. Happy learning all the time.
It's my great privilege to invite our beloved founder principal man, SVGS group of schools, to badge the cultural head girl, Selvi Joshika C, and for the oath thereafter.
I am C. Joshika of Grade 5B of Sri Venkateswara Nursery and Primary School. I thank you all for electing me as the cultural head girl for this academic year 2020. Independent learning, posted decide thinking, aligned with social perspective. It's a need of heart that we synchronize analytical strategies with artistic expression in the pursuit of excellence. At the same time, rooted to our values and virtues. Creative spaces are plenty and opportunities are abundant in the place of happy learning.
Let's move on to the formal investor ceremony of Sri Venkateswara Matriculation Higher Secondary School. It's my privilege to welcome the founder principal, Dr. Srimati Umakannan ma'am, with Selvi Saraswati, the SPL, to flag off the ceremony.
Do you pledge to be the bearers of our school's vision with unfaltering courage and wisdom?
I promise to preach, pledge and practice progressive learning and travel with knowledge as my power to instill positive change wherever I go.
By virtue of power vested in me as the founder principal of the school, I appoint you as the school prefect and the assistant school prefect of Sri Venkateswara Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Ambattur.
I cordially invite our correspondent sir to badge Selvi Saraswati, the SPL, followed by her oath.
I swear to devote my time and energy to every possibility of advanced learning and thereby build a foundation of trust and endless learning as the head of student community.
I call upon Selvi Saraswati, the SPL, to pledge the Students' Council to office.
Do you vow to bear true allegiance to the school flag, motto and vision with complete integrity?
I now appoint the Senate leaders as the office bearers of Sri Venkateswara Matriculation Higher Secondary School and urge them to discharge their duties to their fullest capacities.
It's my pleasure in welcoming our founder principal ma'am to badge Selvi Kavyasri, the ASPL, and comes after by her oath.
I, V. Kavyasri, ASPL, will definitely work with determination and perseverance of our school and in students' growth. I will motivate my fellow mates to be respectful, reliable and obedient in all walks of life.
Our sports head boy, Mridul Nair of grade 11, will be bestowed badge by our principal, Mr. Venkateswara Rajapet, and he will pledge his oath at office.
I, P. Mridul Nair, sports head boy, promise that I will serve my fellow students and school authorities sincerely. I will endeavor to be a perfect role model of discipline and fitness.
Comes Harini, sports head girl of Sri Venkateswara Matriculation Higher Secondary, will receive her badge from Vice Principal Mr. Balasubramaniam and pledge her oath at office.
My joy calling upon Mrs. Sri Devi, the Higher Secondary Academic Coordinator for the Science Wing, to badge the cultural head boy, Master Om Panbarasu, and for the oath after.
I, Panbarso Om, cultural set boy, will surely work at high energy level, motivate and transfer my following script to all my fellow students.
My pleasure inviting Mrs. Regina, the Higher Secondary Arts Coordinator, to badge cultural head girl Selvi Lokita and for the oath thereafter.
G. Logita, cultural head girl, hereby promise to strengthen the inborn and inbuilt talents to be exposed in art magnanimous way to the world around.
I invite Ms. Belina ma'am, the academic coordinator of high school, to badge the junior assembly head boy, Master Muhammad Ashraf, and go after by his oath.
I, Muhammad Ashraf, junior head boy, take the responsibility to actively participate in all the school events and thereby render my service towards the progress.
I welcome the correspondent sir to badge junior assembly head girl Selvi Amrita and comes after her oath.
I am a
Pratima, junior head girl, promised to set high and realistic goals for the development of each and every individual Venkatites.
And that was the elected student senate of Sri Venkateswara Matriculation Higher Secondary School. Presenting to you the class leaders from kindergarten to grade 12 of Sri Venkateswara Nursery and Primary and Sri Venkateswara Matriculation Higher Secondary School.
to call our school present physical education teacher Mrs. Menaka, international hockey champion and 17th Master Games in Australia, to deliver her speech.
Gratitude is bigger than God. I, Menaka Munishekar, take this wonderful opportunity to thank the management, principal, staff and my dear students for their belief in me and for all the support that they have given me till date. I would also like to thank this unique opportunity to thank my parents who have been my everlasting pillar of support. For many of you who are listening to me may never know the content of why I am here and what I am going to talk about. It's about how my persistent determination and the love towards my game helped me achieve my dream. Hockey, the national game of India, the game which was ruled by India for 20 long years, became the love of my life. From the moment I was introduced to that game and from the very moment I was touched that wooden stick. Hockey is nothing less than God to me, for it had given me everything, and to this day it had given me this job too. I always dreamt of wearing Indian jersey and earned whenever I saw the Indian Eves playing the sport. When all doors were shut and life moved on, the dream and earnings of mine became a past tense. Until one day, as the saying goes, you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. One phone call made the difference. There is an opportunity to represent India at the 17th Masters Games at Adelaide, Australia, and will you be interested in taking part in this trial? I was shocked, spellbound, absolutely stunned. Words failed to step out of my mouth. The person on the other side was just in FX and realized the scenario at my end and said, "Take your time and get back to me as soon as possible," and the call was cut. Time to prove that age is no barrier. It's a limitation you put on your mind. Clenched in my mind, called my caller and said, "Yes, I will be attending the trial. Please post me all the relevant details and many thanks for considering me." Trials happened, got selected. Happiness knew no bounds. Proud parents, happy me, and suddenly looked like my whole life had changed for better. Back to golden days, playing hockey in a competitive level, that too in an international arena. When I look back, everything just looked like a dream. Been there, played an amazing series, won the heart of all my teammates, and of course a silver medal at the 17th Australian Masters Games, Adelaide. A very, very proud moment indeed. At this juncture, I would once again like to thank the management and our principal for their immense support, for they gave me almost 20 days holidays. The lesson learned: be determined, be persistent, believe in yourself, work hard, and do believe in miracles. I would like to end my speech with a couple of quotes. It's not whether you get up knocked down, it's whether you get up. Vince Lombardi. The only thing that will stop you from fulfilling your dreams is you. Tom Bradley. Thank you.
Here, I wholeheartedly invite our academic coordinator of science department, Mrs. Sridevi ma'am, to express her gratitude.
Greetings to all. I, Mrs. Sridevi, Academic Supervisor, Sri Venkateswara Matriculation Higher Secondary School, proudly propose vote of thanks. Sweat now, glow later. Make fitness your favorite habit. Fitness is a way of life. Wow, what a mantra. I am extremely privileged to express my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Avinash, Founder and Program Director, Fitb.ee, and Mrs. Pratima, Co-Founder and Chief Executive Officer, Fitb.ee, for spending their valuable time with us and enlightening all of us here on the mantras of fitness. During this pandemic situation, we are fortunate enough to be back with our charismatic correspondent, Thiru Sami Kannan, dynamic founder principal ma'am, Dr. Markannan, exuberant and creative CEO, Mrs. Dania Bhardi, and ever supporting trustee, Mr. Tirkan Chalsani. I bow my head to the vision in taking the group of schools to greater heights. A big thank you. I acknowledge my gratitude to principals, vice principals, academic supervisors of Sri Venkateswara Group of Schools for sharing their ideas and experiences to make the program a grand success. I express my sincere gratitude to all the teachers and the technical team working behind the screen to making the event a grand success. I express my sincere gratitude to all teachers and technical team working behind the screen for the success of the event. Finally, I congratulate and express my special thanks to all the leaders who have taken in charge this academic year. I take pleasure in thanking the ever-supporting parents and enthusiastic students who are watching this program live and lending their fullest support as always. We come to the end of Investor ceremony. Stay safe, take care, and have a great year ahead. Thank you.
Bringing down the curtains on our Investiture ceremony 2020, here is our school song. More love, more power, more of you in my life. and I will worship you with all of my mind, and I will worship you with all of my strength, for you are my Lord, for you are my Lord, for you are my Lord.
And ladies and gentlemen, the closure of this biggest ceremony is with a bang on newly invested office bearers and the responsibility to pledge and accept the guest challenge, walkathon, and make us walkathon as a talkathon of the town. I thank all the dignitaries, all the admin staffs, as well as all parents, those who are witnessing this biggest ceremony, will accept our guest challenge, walkathon, I repeat, to make a talkathon of this town. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. It's been a pleasure to host the event. I extend my earnest gratitude to the luminaries again, and to the leader team, thought leader team, and the students for bringing this all together. Please do not forget, this walkathon challenge is for everybody, for students, for leaders, for elders, for parents, for grandparents, for everybody. So please join in. And finally, please, if you have missed the live on today, you can watch with the same link. Just click on the link and watch it on YouTube. Let's make this video go viral and spread the message of true leadership to the public. Thank you all once again. Let's all say namaste. All leaders.
Namaste and Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am. Namaste and
Thank you,
Jai
sir.
Hind.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Jai Hind. Namaste.